Yeah, I'm good. And yourself?
Good, good. So, my name is Scott. I'm the IT Operations and Infrastructure Manager for Dillon Consulting. Um, so, gonna keep this very kind of just back and forth. So, we can just talk about basically what your background is. I have your resume up here that you provided, and you can give me some background on what you've done and that kind of stuff in your relationship to Inside Canada, and then I'll give you some insight of what we're looking for and what we need for the short term here, and I'll give you some background of what Dillon is and what we do. So I'll let you introduce yourself, and you can tell me a little bit about yourself and things.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance. My name is Said Rashid. I have more than 7 years in the IT field experience. Yeah, so hardware related support, software related support, application support. So yeah, almost all area like networking also. I done my master degree in computer science and engineering. I done my postgraduate from George Brown College as network and system security analysis. I just finished my contract with Nuclear Waste Management Organization. It's a government organization. I joined with them for one project that is Office 365 update. So actually, I update all 250 user Office 365 update and user train up as well. Like few users are new to SharePoint, OneDrive, Teams. So I actually train up them. Okay. And I done that project. Then they gave me another project is Manage Engine. Actually, it's a asset management.
Manage Engine, yeah. So I'm familiar with some of the Manage Engine products that we're doing. So you've done the asset management. So we've got a couple of Manage Engine products that we've used here. So yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I got that opportunity and I done that project just end of the last month.
Okay.
So yeah, I create them asset life cycle for them. So many work I done with that, and I also provide some internal support. Like they have business world application, so sometimes remotely log into their computer. Any issues with that application, I did. The previous one I worked with Bank of Montreal. That was also contract position. So they 3 times extend my contract. Almost 2 years I work with them. Okay. So yeah, that is pretty much IT support. As a provisioning analyst, I work with them. So if new user join to their any branch, they need some specific access of resources. So I actually some add role on their AD group or profile. Sometimes they need access in Pathway Connect. That's a very, very intelligent internal software they use, Pathway Connect. So yeah, I provide some support, remotely log into their computer if anything need their help. That's like that.
Okay. So we're primarily a Windows desktop applications support. So give you kind of an overall view of Dillon Consulting. So we employ about 1,000 people across Canada. We have offices coast to coast. We have 20 offices, but obviously, as you probably know, most people are working from home for the last year or so.
Yeah.
But we do have, I have a team of about 10 people. 6 of them are help desk support. I would classify us more of a troubleshooting support help desk, not so much an application specialist. We have many different applications. So Dillon Consulting is a consulting company where we have engineering, we have environmental sciences, we have planning, design, and things like that. So we have a lot of highly technical people in our group that use a variety of different software. Most of the software is desktop application software. and it's used for a variety of different things. My team takes in help desk tickets, and we manage supporting their Windows updates, installing software, doing things like that. We are a Google Suite customer in terms of an email and collaboration of that aspect, but we do push out software using our software application tool that allows us to do that desktop support. What we're looking for is we've got a lot of work coming up in the next few months. And then of course some of my staff want to take vacation over the summertime, so I need somebody to help kind of add to my team. We're a very busy group. Most of the work that you will be doing will be on the help desk and supporting the tickets coming in. We have a ticketing system.
Okay.
It's not a great ticketing system, but it does what it needs to do. We assign tickets in different queues, and we assign different people with different knowledge and that kind of stuff. And so this role would initially, to start off with, would primarily be remote work, as most of our people are remote anyways. But if there was times where we needed you to, so we call it at the Toronto office, but actually it's in North York. It's on 404 and 401 area.
Okay.
If you needed to go in, would that be an issue if you need to go in?
Okay.
Yeah. Would it be a problem if you had to go in?
No, I actually drive, so no worries. And I'm very near to downtown, so yeah,
Okay.
it's not issue.
Yeah. I see for the first little while, at least this role being just remote work and things like that. But there may be requirements to go in and help it. I have most of my team is in the London area, but I do have one staff member in the Toronto office and another one in Ottawa, and sometimes it requires to go into the office to do some work and things like that, depending if you're building of computers or whatever that case may be. So I'm looking through your resume as we kind of talk on. You're familiar with installing applications on Windows environments. What about how much work have you done with Active Directory and things like that?
Almost more than 2 years experience with Active Directory, and my last previous job, I actually I have administrative access some extent. So actually, I add role for or add user or inactive account or something like that. I work with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and resetting passwords and
Resetting
moving into
passwords,
groups and putting it into groups and that kind of stuff. You don't have a problem with that? Okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah, as I said, so our company is, currently right now we're mostly remote, but we're starting to transition a little bit back into the office, and so we're supporting people, across the country. Primarily the hours would be Monday through Friday, daytime Eastern type hours, so we can talk about that. But really we have about 1,500 tickets a month that come in. So, decently busy help desk. Some of those are just, small little issues, and other ones are a little bit more in depth to troubleshoot and things like that. We spend a lot of time doing software deployment, building new computers, Active Directory changes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, it is my understanding that, so how long have you been working with Insight or tied with Insight?
You mean the organization?
Yes. Yeah. Insight, like it's the Insight.
Insight Research. Yeah. Almost more than a year. Okay. And they actually work with. They actually manufacture of intelligent kiosks. So I was actually one of the team member to help the external customer and internal also. So actually, sometimes you may be noticing Pearson Airport, they have 11 intelligent kiosks that is released, actually iPad, iPhone, and they also sell some kiosks to Staples Canada, Source, yeah. So and Best Buy also. So most of the IT equipment, they actually kind of vending machine. So yeah. So actually, I remotely support them through the network, and sometime monitoring alert, sometime actually monitoring the cameras inside the kiosk, something like that. And yeah, internal, sometime if no new user join to our company, I create a mailbox or something like that. And they also use Freshdesk ticketing system. Yeah, I work with them, Freshdesk ticketing system. But after that, actually, I use ServiceNow. Almost 2 years in ServiceNow ticketing system. I have experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. When would you be available to start if we get you on board? Are you currently still in a contract right now, or are you?
No, actually, my contract is done, so I'm immediately available. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because my plan is I'll be reaching out to Shay and Loretta and let them know. I had a couple of other candidates that I interviewed today, and then I will let them know with my feedback after I finish with you with that kind of stuff, and we'll get this started. But I wanted to kind of obviously meet with you and talk with you of some of the experience and where it is. I mean, where I envision this is initially starting off remotely, and work you in getting you connected with the team members and introduce you and things like that, get you a little more familiar. I will likely probably assign one of my existing staff as your kind of mentor to kind of show you where things are and things like that. So that would be better and things like that. So I just got to work those kind of details out. So going through, it looks like your resume is a good fit in terms of the stuff that you've done, we are. I mean, I said we're primarily a Windows shop, Active Directory, and desktop applications, but we are a Google Suite customer. We use Google for our email collaboration and things like that. The way our help desk is structured is we have different help desk queues, software deployment, hardware, et cetera, and we assign tickets accordingly to the different queues for the different skill sets that we have on our team.
Okay.
And things like that.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, I work with same type of responsibility I work with. Yeah. Our usually queue manager assign ticket to us. And and we actually follow the SLA, I mean service level agreement. Actually, little bit rush. We have to resolve any issues within 24 hours.
We're not quite as we're kind of not as stringent as that, where we don't have we have an expectation of trying to provide as fast as we can service we can, but we don't have any mandated SLAs that we have to attribute to, but that will be all part of managing the calls and managing the tickets that you have and prioritizing accordingly. So all right. So I don't know if you have any questions for me.
So what would be my prioritized responsibility for this role?
So it would probably be mainly around help desk tickets, software deployment, running Windows updates, those kind of stuff, troubleshooting some issues. Our team is a fairly experienced team. Most of our people have 10, 15 years experience of working, so they're fairly experienced team, and most of my staff have been with Dylan for 5+ years, so they know where things are. So so this role would be handling help desk tickets, and it could be anywhere from password resets to installing software to troubleshooting a problem that the user's having, and things like that. So it could be helping with new builds. We're hiring this year we're expecting to hire as a company about 100 new employees. So
Oh.
we have to build 100 new computers and get that all software preparation. So that takes a lot of time to do as well. So that's why I said some of the work might require you to go into the Toronto office because there is only certain things that you can do remotely. But I think initially we'd start off with working from home and things like that. Have you worked with a virtual desktop before? Like if we set you up with a virtual desktop, would you be able to connect to it? And
Yes, I have experience with that, but not in a corporate level. I work with lab-based environment actually. Yes,
okay.
I know how to use that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't be responsible for setting up the virtual environment, but you'd need to connect to it. And do you have a computer at home that you could connect?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We might, depending on how things go, we may need to get you a laptop or whatever, but we can work out those details. But initially, if I gave you a remote computer to work on and you can connect to it remotely and things like that.
Yeah, no worries. Actually, I have that office environment, no worries, and high-speed internet. So yeah, I think I'm a very good fit for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. So just going to give you a little bit of, my team is responsible for all hardware, software in the company. We have about 1,000 people in the company. We do have an IT solutions team that is responsible for the internal applications, but most of our users work with desktop applications on a variety of different desktops and things like that. I said we have a ticketing system. We do have primarily the work would be, I said, taking in tickets, being assigned tickets, going through troubleshooting steps to try to resolve the issue. But as I said, our group is fairly experienced, so interacting and talking with the other people would is not a problem either. So, we try to measure it because we are measured as one team. It's not about individual things and things like that. We're measured by one team. So, okay.
Yeah, sounds very good. Yeah, because I'm a quick learner and no worries, I can do it, I believe. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, and it's all are related to my previous work. So I mean, I have previous experience with same role. So yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll provide feedback with the candidates that I've interviewed with Shay and with Loretta, and they'll be in touch with you, and then we can take a step and go from there. So. Okay. All right. So so it's good meeting you. You should hear from somebody shortly, and unless you have any other questions, we can.
Okay.
So.
Thank you, Scott. Nice meeting with you.
Yeah,
hopefully I could work with your team. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Bye-bye.